To be completely fair, I haven't been really grinding in Blox Fruits lately, and honestly, it's ruining a lot of video ideas. So today, we are going to change that. If you look right down here, I have a dough fruit. Now, I've actually had this sitting around for 11 minutes, but I never once bothered to focus on grinding with it. So I did what many complete desperate content creators would do. I dropped some Robux, an hour of 2 times XP, and went on a massive grinding adventure. Just for a quick pause, ladies and gentlemen, if you're really enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. We're finally on the road to 200 subscribers. Anyways, let's continue the video. Let's go. Okay, let us buy the 1 hour of times 3 XP. Man, 99 Robux, guys. Please subscribe. Alright, let's get to grinding, guys. Let's get to grinding. Alright. Do a little bit of X, then we'll just do a little bit of combos. Alright, let's finish this. A little bit of C should do it. Just gonna spam any move I can do. Yo, low-key, I might actually just eat the magma fruit because yo, dough is actually so bad. I can't even lie. Now, to be fair, awakened dough is technically good for grinding up to a certain point, but it's never going to be good enough. I know, the developers technically buffed it, so don't start calling me greedy or stingy. I get that a ton of people don't actually ever get to use this fruit, but deep down, I just knew magma was the actual correct play. I love the tofu, I really do, but it wasn't just hitting the requirements for what I actually needed. And I'm being completely serious here. Issue number 1, it literally does not do the same amount of raw damage that magma does. It's pretty obvious the devs push dough way harder into the PvP side rather than the grinding side. Problem number 2, the hitbox is kind of bad. Compared to something like magma, though it doesn't just have the range, in my opinion. And finally, problem number 3, the slow stutters. The animation just take way too long, and that wastes a lot of time, especially when you're grinding. So I ate the magma fruit and immediately jumped into the grind, because when you're on the 2 times XP timer, time moves instantly fast, especially when you're not paying attention. A few absolutely grinding moments later, I finally hit level 1675. And that, my friend, is exactly what brought me right here, to the haunted castle. I had extreme high hopes for this island, and bro, trust me, it did not disappoint. The entire island is basically a giant Halloween fever dream. Everything is spooky, everything's themed, and honestly, comparing this place to a regular island just feels completely unfair because they added an actual new mechanic. Every NPC here, from skeletons and beyond, has a chance to drop bones. And these aren't just random bones you collect for no reason. No, you can actually use them for something good. Kind of like something in the haunted ship in Second Sea. Once you collect enough bones, you can spend these limited time gacha system, which is basically the Blox Fruits gacha but with the Halloween energy. You can roll fragments, money, times 2 XP, Hollow Essence, Fire Essence, and a bunch of other rewards. And obviously, I have a plan. I'm going to grind all the way to level 2100, save up every single bone I possibly can, and then dump everything in the gacha all at once. Because surely, the Blox Fruits will finally give me something good. But there's one huge problem. Grinding is still just as tedious as ever. Except now, I don't have time to take a break. Why? Because times 2 EXP does not wait for you. You can't just walk away, you can't just take a break, you can't just sit there and contemplate on your life choices. The timer is still going. So now I'm basically being held hostage by 2 times XP, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. To be completely honest with you guys, there is nothing to actually watch or say here, because the entire time on your screen right now is just boring, soul crushing grinding. So to fast forward through the pain, I finally managed to hit level 2000. Now, this is an actually massive achievement for me, especially since I tend to go completely doormat on YouTube from time to time, or just sitting around trying to think of what upload to do next. After hitting level 2000, I just kept up the usual grind. Again, nothing special at all, up until the exact moment I crossed paths with a player called Askit67. Askit67 was desperately hunting for someone with enough bones to go roll for something called a Hollow Essence. If you don't know what that is, it's an incredible rare drop from either the Death King gacha or by praying at the gravestone. And you have to take the altar inside the haunted castle to summon the Soul Reaper boss. If you're very lucky, the boss will drop the Hollow Scythe. But this is not even the whole point why we're talking about this. Askit67 was actually trying to complete the infamous Fear the Reaper trial, for the crystal katana. And honestly, this trial sounds like actual torture. Not only do you have to be lucky enough to get the essence to spawn the boss, but you also have to let it defeat you. And that is really hard considering when a lot of people are attacking it, you might not even get the chance to actually let it defeat you. So I offered him a fair trade. Help me grind faster and I'll test my luck at the gacha. I genuinely thought he was going to take a lot of convincing, but he just obliged with 0 difficulty. After, he helped me maximize my 1 hour times 2 EXP timer until it was time to roll. The first few rolls were a bit bad, but nothing but random accessories. But the next attempt, it actually happened. We managed to pull the hollow essence. I waited for a few minutes for him to officially start the CDK scroll quest, spawn the boss, and then let the Soul Reaper take him out. He got his crystal katana fragments, thanked me, and we moved on. But before he left, I turned to subscribe to the channel, just like you should do right now because we are officially on the road to 200 subscribers.